Okay, guys, we just ran into some results that I don't agree with again. Ugh, I don't agree. I don't agree. I would not have done it this way, but we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What,
it. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for RuPaul's Drag Race. This is season 11, episode 10. And like I said, we just ran into some results that I did not really agree with. But, that happens. There's a lot of weeks that I don't agree with Mama Ru. But, it is what it is. Let's work through it. Okay, so first things first. Nina West. I started paying a lot of attention to Nina this week. Nina got a lot going on. Nina has a lot going on. Nina has some insecurities that are really starting to show up. They're starting to show up and they're showing up a lot. And I'm like, what is this all about? She was really feeling some kind of way about it's Brooklyn. It's all really targeted at Brooklyn. I think that what I'm picking up on is that Nina sees Brooklyn as a threat, and I think that Nina doesn't believe that she can actually beat Brooklyn. And when they praise Brooklyn and Brooklyn does well, it bothers Nina. Nina, honey, come on. You do pageants. This is a competition. You were really sitting there bothered at the fact that that Brooklyn was saying, yeah, I did well. Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah, she was boosting herself. And you were getting an attitude because she wasn't saying that you played part in it. So what? She's not there for you. Now, you didn't heard this before. It's not RuPaul's best friends race. It's RuPaul's drag race. It is a competition. You do pageants. You are used to this, or you should be used to this. Come on. Seriously, sis? Stop. Stop. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, that's that. Let's move on. First things first, we do the mini challenge. And in the mini challenge, in comes Delta Work. So it was good to see Delta. I was like, oh, okay. Delta came in, then they brought in all of the pit crew. So these little nasty chicks were all like, they were already roll, okay? Because the pit crew came in. I said, they're so nasty, child. But anyway, so pit crew rolls in. They just said they're going to play this game, balls to the wall. I said, this is getting ready to be a whole mess. But they had to take a member of the pit crew. They would work together to walk. They had to hold the ball in between them, walk down the runway, and then drop it into the basket without dropping it. The girl that made the most baskets would actually win. Child, it was a cute game, cute enough. Oh, you're not allowed to touch them. You're not allowed to touch them, but they were still touching them. But anyway, Silky, her ass, that took the whole little man and picked his whole ass up and carried him and the ball to the damn bucket. I said, you know what, Silky? She's always so extra. I love her. Just ridiculous. You all see my thumbnail picture. Just ridiculous. Only Silky. Nobody but Silky picked the whole goddamn band up. I said, okay, girl. So I laughed at that. But overall, Vanjie actually was a winner. Vanjie got it all down. She won the whole thing. Maxi Challenge is a magic show. It was you had to create and produce your own magic show. Vanjie got to pick the teams. Okay, since she won the mini challenge. So there's two teams. She picked Silky, Akira, and Evie for her. They were all one team. And then Nina, Sugar, and Brooklyn were a team. Rue where her messy ass came in. The first thing she did was ask Brooklyn, well, girl, how do you feel about the fact that Vanjie didn't put you on her team? Because aren't you all getting really close? Said, no, they're not just getting close, girl. They getting it in. You talking about getting close? They getting it in. A whole little caca situation going on. You talking about they getting close? Yeah, they getting real close, especially when the camera ain't rolling, bitch. But anyway, she asked Brooklyn, and Brooklyn was like, "Oh no, no, no," which was a lie. You could see it all in Brooklyn's face. She was feeling some kind of way about that. I said, "Oh, Bruce, stop starting trouble, honey. You trying to break up their little relationship, girl." Then she asked Vanjie, and Vanjie was like, "Girl, this is a competition. Let her do her thing. I'm doing my thing, you know." And that was that. And Vanjie just left it at that. I was like, it made more sense because why would you put the two of you on a team? If y'all really care for each other, you wouldn't put yourselves, both of you, on a team together because y'all cancel each other out. Duh. But whatever. What do I know? Anyway, I don't date, so what do I know? Anyway, moving on. So then they met with this magician. Now I'm thinking that the magician was a straight man. I think he was a straight man because when they were throwing out little jokes and punchlines and they were very racy, he seemed very uncomfortable. And I was like, this little man don't know about all y'all little gay and drag humor, honey. And me myself, I went. It took me to a spot because I was like, okay, magic show. This would probably be one of the functions that there would be children at. So I thought that there was an issue with the crude jokes myself. But I just had to laugh at him because I said, this man, I think this man is straight. That's why this man ain't getting these jokes. But whatever. So that old little thing went on. Then there was a point where that damn Silky got over there, child, and then fell asleep. She was knocked out sleep. Knocked out sleep and snoring, bitch. I said, okay, Silky. Silky's just a whole mess. She just grabs some camera time no matter what. She gets her little camera time in, period. She a mess. So I laughed about that. Then Brooklyn was literally struggling. She's struggling through and she was fussing. Struggling and fussing. Evie and Nina were worrying, which is what they do. The three of them, I said, y'all driving me crazy. I said, y'all gonna be fine. I said, all this energy y'all using on all this negativity, I'm like, this is crazy. They were driving me nuts. But anyway, when they went ahead, they did their magic shows. Nina's group, listen, they were drop dead excellent. They had the little crude jokes in there and everything, and that was cool. But when I say it was excellent, like production wise, it was excellent. And then again, you know, this is literally what Nina does. Nina does stage production and theater and all of that. It was excellent. The jokes were good. The costumes were right. They were, all their tricks went off without a hitch. It was, I would pay money to go and see it, like just as it was. I didn't even think there was a whole lot that had to be, you know, put to it. I thought it was absolutely excellent. And I actually wrote that in my notes that it was excellent. Vanjie's group was awful. It was awful. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat. All my girls that I'm living for were in that group. You know, I'm Team Vanjie. You know, I'm Team Silky. You know, I like Brooklyn, but Brooklyn kind of get on my nerves a little bit sometime here and there. But Vanjie and Silky were my go-tos. Those were my girls I chose from the beginning. And I just thought the whole group was horrible. I thought they were corny. I didn't like the whole off-color stereotypical um black magic because they were all melanated folk. So it was this whole black magic, black magic, black magic. It was getting on my nerves. I thought it was very stereotypical. And then it was all about a barbecue. Like white folks don't have barbecues. Honey, white folks have barbecues. And their barbecues are much more colorful than ours. Anyway, I just didn't like that. I didn't like where it went. It wasn't. I didn't think it was family friendly at all. It was really raunchy. A lot of it was raunchy. I didn't enjoy it at all. I really didn't. Even down to like their costumes and stuff. I was just looking at them like, really, bitches? I didn't care for it. It did absolutely nothing for me. Didn't like it. So that was that. The runway was Caftan realness. I said this was an interesting one. I wonder who actually came up with this, but it was interesting. So they do Caftan realness. Akaria didn't have a caftan. She had butterfly wings attached to a jumpsuit. And Ross called it out. Ross was like, a caftan, it was not. She tried to kind of, debate back and forth with Ross. It was like, no, baby, that's not, that wasn't a caftan. You can say what you want. That wasn't a caftan, sweetie. And it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a pair of butterfly wings on with a jumpsuit. I didn't like it. Um, Brooklyn's was my favorite by far. Was my favorite. I love Silky's look. I love that she had the balls on her head. It was the hairstyle was everything. It was really really cute and well done. Very neat. I liked Vanjie's, but I can't do this flat boy chest thing. I keep telling y'all that. I don't know what this new drag thing with the flat boy chest is. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It throws it off. And she didn't look like a woman. She looked like a little boy with some girl's clothes on. That's what it gave. It. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Do you feel like a woman? Feel like a woman? Because it doesn't look like anyway, being silly. But no, I don't. That flat boy chest thing throws the whole illusion off for me. I don't like it. And not that there's not actual women who are more flat chested. A lot of models are more flat in the chest, but you're not a model that's a woman, so you need to get away from that. You can't pull those little stunts. You can't. You can't pull those stunts. You have to wear the damn boobs. Screwed up the illusion. I didn't care for that. But anyway, the caftan itself was very pretty. Okay, so we get down to and Nina's. It was so funny. Nina's needed to be a different color because I'm sure in person it was fantastic because they were going up over her caftan. And when the camera panned in really close, you could see her whole caftan was literally covered in rhinestones. Literally covered, like thousands of little tiny rhinestones were glued to this caftan. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm sure in person it was absolutely breathtaking. But on screen, it didn't. Even in HD, it was just like, no. I mean, it was nice, but it didn't give the when they zoomed in. I said, "Oh my God, there's round. It's all stoned." I was like, "Oh, I bet it's beautiful in person." So it just kind of lost something in translation. But anyway, they started up. They were they were going down the line. And they were giving the girls their critiques. And then I seen that damn Nina. When they were critiquing Brooklyn, Nina was over there feeling some kind of way and making faces. I said, you need to stop. You need to stop, and you need to stop now. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. It's just ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Anyway, moving on. They get down to it. Nina did all of that, carrying on, and here she ended up winning the whole category. You won. You won the whole category. They loved your caftan. They loved what your production and what you did and how you stood out. They loved everything you did, and here you were beating yourself up and being so jealous, because that's what it was, jealous of Brooklyn and being insecure that you couldn't even live in the moment. I was like, oh, it irritated me. So hopefully this will like push her to like stop doing that. Stop doing that because you're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself out of enjoying your experience. You're so worried about Brooklyn. Shit, don't worry about her. Anyway, the bottom was Sugar and Vanjie. And I knew that was coming because as they did their critiques, they gave them both the same, pretty much same critique that they had really reached. They had reached their peak, and they just kind of just there. And me personally, I was like, it's time for a double elimination. I would have done it. I would have done it. Nothing personal. I would have eliminated the both of them. The song was No More Drama, Mary J. Blige, and Vanjie. My Vanjie performed her soul. I'm going to give her that. I'm not even going to be hateful. Vanjie performed her ass off. You understand me? She performed her ass off, and it was from a very heartfelt place. I think she really felt the music and what was being said, and it came through. But your illusion, my darling, you look like a little boy up there performing a Mary J. Blige song. So that just didn't work for me. And then with the critiques and what's all going on, I would have done a double elimination. I would have sent Sugar and Vanjie home. I really would have, because I really do feel like they have plateaued, both of them. I feel like they plateaued. I don't think they have anything else to give at this point. So I would have eliminated the both of them. But Rue didn't do that. Rue actually eliminated Sugar. She eliminated Sugar. So I was like, all right, I mean, cool, whatever. But I would have did a double. I would have did a double. And the whole, I'm telling you, I was so thrown off from Vanjie's performance. Her little boy nipple was showing the whole number from the beginning all the way through. I I can't with that stuff. Hair falling off, tucks coming out, and any boy parts showing up in drag. I give you a 0 from the door. But that's just me. That's just me. That's Y'all don't put me up on no judging panel, honey. And you show me no boy nipple or no boy parts, or your wig ain't staying on, or you don't know your words. That stuff is drag 101, honey. You're out of here. And I would send them home. I would have sent them both home. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think, and we'll talk next week. All right, you guys. Later.